Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I wanted to talk about Star Wars VR games and why I want more of them. VR, for those who don't know, stands for virtual reality, and it provides some of the coolest gaming experiences to date. Since I'm a Star Wars channel, I'm obviously going to be talking about Star Wars VR games, in which we currently have 3 VR games, as well as Squadrons being compatible for it as well. One of the games is Star Wars Pinball VR, so I won't be talking about that as I've never played it, but the other 2 games are Vader Immortal and Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. Without spoilers, Vader Immortal takes place on Mustafar at Vader's castle, where you play as a smuggler through a 3-episode story. Vader Immortal also includes a lightsaber dojo in each episode, and in that you get to do a ton of different stages against different enemies to unlock different lightsaber colours and hilts. The dojos are really good fun as they allow you to swing around a lightsaber and use the Force, which as a Star Wars fan is endless fun. As for the story, I haven't played it in about 2 years now, but it's also very solid. It's pretty short though, with each episode taking about 30 minutes, but it's seriously worth getting. Seeing stormtroopers physically shooting at you is a really weird but fun experience, and having Vader actually walk up to you and stand there in front of you whilst talking is one of the scariest experiences I've had in recent years, but being able to actually be in the same room as Vader is an experience that I wish all Star Wars fans could go through. Tales from the Galaxy's Edge I'm yet to complete, but I've played the first hour or so of the story and so far I'm really enjoying it. It's set during the sequel trilogy, which is nice as it expands the lore from that era even more, which I really hope continues over the coming years. In Galaxy's Edge, as well as the sequel era story, you get to play Tales, which allow you to play as a different character in a different era. The 2 I'm aware of allow you to play as a Jedi in the High Republic era, and the other lets you play as IG-88 on Nar Shaddaa, so they're definitely things I want to experience. Tales also got its final update in September last year called Last Call, and that involves the First Order quite a bit, so I'm actually really excited to finish the story to see where it all ends up. The game is set on Batuu in Black Spire Outpost, so the same place as Galaxy's Edge in Orlando and California, hence the name of the game. Whilst I've never been to the park itself, it feels good to know that I can sort of experience the outpost and beyond in this game. With it being VR, you are at the controls all the time, and it's super immersive as you'd expect from a game like this. The final VR game is Squadrons. Whilst the game isn't VR at its core, you can play it in VR, but it only controls the camera. To play, you still have to use a controller, a HOTAS or mouse and keyboard, but either way, being put inside the cockpit of the most iconic ships in the franchise is no doubt an experience like no other, and one I hope that I can experience later this year when I get a PC. If you have a HOTAS, so a hands-on throttle and stick, as well as VR, then it's probably the most immersed you can get in a Star Wars game so far. One thing I did actually forget to mention until just now is the VR Droid Bay, which is on Steam, where you get to repair droids for the Resistance, and that takes place at the moment the First Order arrives at the start of The Last Jedi. The point I'm ultimately trying to make is that these VR games and experiences have fully immersed the players into the Star Wars universe, and if you're a fan of the franchise, then I cannot recommend them enough. Imagine being within reaching distance of your favourite character in Star Wars, or actually getting to twirl around a lightsaber to deflect blaster bolts or other lightsabers attacking you. It's all completely mind-blowing, and I truly believe that we need more stories and experiences like them. Whether these new VR experiences are working as a droid or ship mechanic, being a pod racer or racing ships in space, or just more really cool story games, I think there's just so much potential for them. So far, ILMX Lab have been the main developer for Star Wars VR games, with EA Motive obviously working on the VR for Squadrons, but just imagine that now that the Star Wars IP is open to everyone, we could be getting a lot more VR games, with ILMX Lab hopefully revealing their next game at Celebration later this year. VR can be quite inaccessible if you don't have a PlayStation or a good enough PC or laptop, but you can get the Oculus Quest 2 for £299, and that is a completely wireless device with everything being in the headset, so you don't even need to have a PC to play games on it, and you can take it anywhere. The Quest 2 opens up accessibility a hell of a lot, and it's the most up-to-date VR headset currently on the market, so if you do want a VR headset, then I'd recommend looking into the Quest 2. If you do want to play PC VR games as well, then you can do that with the Quest 2 via the Airlink or by plugging it in with a cable, which is awesome. Going back to the whole Star Wars IP being opened, I think most AAA developers are a bit wary of VR, as it hasn't quite taken off like a lot of people were hoping for, but I do think it has a huge future in games. There are also a ton of VR studios out there as well, so I really hope that a few of them have approached Lucasfilm with an idea about a Star Wars game, because the more we get, the better. To summarise the main point of the video, Star Wars VR games thus far have been incredibly immersive and given us new experiences every time. They put you right into the heart of the Star Wars universe and make you believe you're actually there, which is a dream come true, so I hope that someday even more fans of the franchise get to experience them. With the Star Wars IP being open for business, I really hope that we get to see a wave of new Star Wars VR games and experiences over the years, as there really is just so much they can do with it. Over the next few months, I'll be posting some Vader Immortal Lightsaber Dojo content, which should be really fun, so be sure to keep an eye out for that, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, so you don't miss out on any more Star Wars VR gaming content, or just Star Wars gaming in general. I'd also love to hear some of your ideas for Star Wars VR games and experiences, so be sure to tell me them in the comments below, and I'll pin my favourite one. That is everything from me today though guys, thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.